Hey guys, Mo Morales. Hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's just going to be a quick conversation about one of my favorite focal lengths. I did a video years ago, but I'm a small channel. No one watched it, so it's okay. So it gives me an excuse to come back out here and talk about it one more time. This focal length, the 85 millimeter equivalent. I prefer the f1.8 version only for two reasons: affordability and lightweight. So obviously, if you could afford or don't mind the weight of an f1.4 or an f1.2 85 millimeter, get one. Don't worry about what I'm talking about. I'm just some old guy standing behind a microphone. I personally prefer the Sony 1.8 over the 1.4. I had the Sigma 1.4, and I found that while it did give me a blurrier background, it wasn't worth the extra money. So I ended up selling it, making a good profit, and getting back my 85 millimeter f1.8 for about 300 bucks. I mean, you can't beat that. So the reason I like this focal length is because it gives you that next level where you begin to see better compression. Um, you see it to begin. You see it to begin. You begin seeing it when you jump into the 50 millimeter, whether it's the Nifty 50 or if you're on a crop sensor and you get a 35 millimeter, you start seeing that compression start to happen. It's where you want to be as a portrait photographer or a hobbyist that wants to take photos that people will say, "Ooh, that looks professional." And then photos that professionals will go, "Well, that's only a 1.8. It's not going to sell and no one's going to want to hire you." I wish photographers would stop hating on other photographers and understand that there's a market for everybody. I digress. But anyway, I find that with the 85 millimeter, I'm able to, and I'm looking at my photos here that I've taken with it over the years. I find that it's just pleasing. It's pleasing for me to look at. I'm happy when I look at the 85 millimeter focal length. It gives me that tightness to the face if I wanted to. It gives me a full body look, a three-quarter body look. It's easier to maneuver yourself with a larger focal length like that without being restricted as you would be with a 135 or a 200 f2 or the 70-200 at the 200 millimeter range. So I think the 85 millimeter is the perfect beginning lens for photographers who are looking to step up their portrait game or their street photography game or anything in general. I think this is an all purpose lens. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. Really quick, really simple. Show you some photos while I talk and explain to you 85 millimeter is the way for you to go.